morning, Sainers. Welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel. Welcome to Saints TV Weekly for May 6th. It's a good one. It's been a couple of weeks since we've had the Saints TV Weekly post-win, but here we are. We'll just give a quick plug to our sponsor of this series, as you guys know very well. You saw them in the intro, Inglewood Coffee Roasters. Check out their website at www.inglewoodcoffeeroasters.com.au. Make sure you use the discount code SAINTSTV24. You get 40% off coffee, tea, and chai products. They've even got merch. You can't see it. Maybe you can. Inglewood. Great little hoodies and stuff. They're perfect for winter as well, so check that out. Okay, so we won't go into it too much because I've done my review to death, but we got the job done. 38 points against North Melbourne, 103-65. A bit more convincing than the last couple of times we've played them. Let's just put that out there. The last two times, they were shocking games. No one wants to watch them. Erase it from your memory. I'm sorry I even reminded you about them, but we did win the game, 38 points. Obviously not the perfect game, not the huge win that everyone wanted, but nonetheless fairly comfortable outside of maybe the first 15 to 20 minutes when it was 3-1 and it was looking a little bit shaky. But outside of that, I thought we controlled the game. We didn't really get any injuries, I don't think, from it. And we move on now to actually two pretty difficult games based on what I saw yesterday. Hawthorn against the Doggies and then Fremantle against Richmond. Tore them to shreds. So two very hard games coming up, but it's going to be a good test for us to see if we've improved, if getting players back is really going to make the difference. And I think it will, but that remains to be seen. But we got the job done. We go to 3-5, and we still are 14th on the ladder, but we're in that sort of log jam between 9 and 14. So the next 2 weeks, if we can get 2 wins, that'll hopefully mean we jump right back up into top 8 contention. Quick injury update, and we'll go through that because I know there was some news from Sandy. So Max King returned. Mason Wood returned. Liam Henry is a big chance this week. Brad Crouch still a couple of weeks away. Paddy Dow played for Sandy, so we'll get into that. He should be a big chance. Dan Butler about 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks. James Van Ness, disappointingly, TBC. So the injury list is looking shorter and shorter every week. But as I said, there was some news from the VFL game. So we'll get straight into VFL. Sandy beat North Melbourne 99-96. I watched it. The last 10 minutes was intense. I mean, the last minute felt like it went for about 10 minutes. It was a crazy game. North Melbourne were pushing really hard, but credit to the Sandy boys. They stood tall and they got their second win in a row, and I think they're now 3-2. So they're doing all right. They're doing all right. Tom Campbell was huge, 17 disposals, 38 hitouts. Ari Shawmaker, again, 27 disposals with 5 marks. Zach Jones returned 26 disposals. Cooper Sharman, a goal and 17 disposals with 8 marks. Ben Patton, 18 disposals. Paddy Dow, 18 disposals and a goal. Max Heath, 8 disposals for the game and 29 hitouts, played a lot in the ruck. Angus McLennan, 16 disposals. Liam O'Connell looked actually pretty good. The Irish lad, 14 disposals, 5 tackles. Lance Collard, very, very smooth game from him. I think he could be a smoky for the next couple of weeks. He had 12 disposals, 3 tackles and 3 goals won. So the guy just knows where the sticks are. And with Dan Butler injured and Jack Higgins still out for a couple more weeks, I dare say we do need some sort of small forward down there, some sort of ground ball representation. Lance Collard could hopefully provide that for us. So those are kind of the key standouts. Obviously, the big news is that Hunter Clark, as tweeted yesterday, looks like a left knee concern. Which is, I think, the same knee that he missed a lot of 2023 with, which is really, really shit news. He'd kicked a ripper goal from the boundary yesterday and was looking really, really confident, and then that happens, and you're like, bloody hell, man. Like, can this guy just get a bit of a break? And then Matty Allison, his left foot, he was also done for the day, had surgery for his stress fracture in the same foot earlier last year. So a lot of repeat injuries, not great news. Matty Allison's had his troubles, and Hunter Clark, we know very well, got all the talent in the world and just can't get his body right, or just no good luck for him. So we'll keep a very close eye on Hunter Clark and Matty Allison. Fingers crossed it's not as bad as people are suggesting, but I dare say we'll find out pretty soon from the club. And some positive news to end the show, which was kind of under wraps a little bit. Matthias Filippo, 2-year deal that was announced 6 days ago on saints.com.au. He has committed until the end of 2026, which is awesome news because that was a bit of a worry when you get youngsters from interstate. It's always talk of the town. Is he going to go home? Is he going to be homesick? Blah, blah, blah. But he's happy at St Kilda and he's committed until the end, at least the end of 2026. So very, very excited to see how he develops. Obviously, this year it's been a bit of a slow burn so far, but we do need these youngsters committed. And you look at who we've got: Owens, Windy, Naz, Wilson, who was phenomenal on the weekend. Hugo Garcia looks good. Lance Collard looks good. Kamanides a battler. Angus Hasty looked really good on the weekend and kicked his first goal of, in AFL football. So congrats to him. And obviously we've got Filippo. So they're all aged 21 or under, which is outrageous. We've got a very, very good group, a core group now of youngsters. And that's the next phase of the St Kilda Football Club, is to get games into these kids, to get them experienced, and they will then carry us forward beyond the years of Jack Steele, Jack Sinclair, Seb Ross, and these guys that have been around for so long. So Mateus Filippo commits for 2 more years. Really good news. I think Josh Battle is next on the agenda. I'm hearing that's going to be a fairly lucrative, fairly big long-term contract. Fingers crossed that's done very, very soon, because I think he's been in amazing form and he's just an all-round top guy. So on that note, Sainers, that's Saints TV Weekly. My tipping, we don't want to talk about that. I was pretty shit. Again, I think I got 4 or 5. It's a bit of a tricky round, wasn't it? Like, it was a few upsets. I actually tipped Carlton for once and they let me down. West Coast nearly beat Essendon. So a lot of people I know tip West Coast, but just couldn't quite get there. So there was no perfect score in the Saints TV tipping, so no weekly winner. So hopefully next week, one of you guys watching will get the perfect score, and I'll be contacting you for a prize. So on that note, Sainers, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week. There'll be a big build-up. Hawthorn we've got next. Launceston, 1:45 p.m. on Saturday. So the match preview and all the dissection and analysis on that will be out during the week. So keep an eye out for that. But until then, enjoy your week. Take care. And as always, go you mighty Saints. See you guys.